говорю, что я опаздываю. 17:30, видишь, нету еще. Я начал этим заниматься, попал, наверное, большую роль, что сыграл, попал в хорошую команду в нужное время. Вот у меня было тогда такое время, когда я менял разные виды спорта от одного к другому, переезд там с Махачкалы, я переехал там в пригород. И
жульничать начал.
Time is running out, and Islam Makhachev knows it. Every session in camp shows a man pushing past his limits, because against a challenger like Ian Garry, there's no room for anything less than perfect.
У нас идет разминка, потом у нас будет отработки, обработки, потом у нас будет спарринги. Настроение нормальное. Завтра уже мало кто будет улыбаться. И вот в моменте передумал. Гильотина. Так Вам кто главный траблмейкер? Траблмейкер. Абу-Бак.
And on the other hand, Ian Garry isn't just training for a fight. He's training for a statement. Every rep, every drill, fueled by the belief that August 15th changes everything.
It's obviously really cool to see that there's, people flying around the world to sit down and talk to me and film me, and that kid that dreamt of being one of the greatest MMA fighters in the world is causing a pretty big deal. It's cool, but I try, it doesn't mean anything to me. For me, it's always a grind. It's train, fight, learn, grow, evolve, fight, do it again.
I understand technique. Thank you. He says, how many Muay Thai fights did you have? 0. What? 0. Wow.
The opponent change and the date changes a lot. I just love to fight. And this is an opportunity to go out there to prove that I am better than everyone believes and knows I am. This guy's got a 100% finish rate. I've got a 100% win rate. When I step into the octagon, all I do is win.
Love it. That was it.
Very good.
Deep in the mountains of Dagestan, Islam Makhachev trains in silence. No distractions, no shortcuts, just the quiet discipline of a champion defending his throne. Across the Atlantic in Dublin, Ian Garry trains loud and hungry, chasing the one moment that could change his career forever. And listen, Javier Mendez say about Islam training.
Like, what's the experience been like?
No, it's no frustration. Islam's training. He's a professional. This is the guy that you just wind him up, let him go. He's learned everything so well. Islam is the one fighter that I don't have to worry if I'm with them or not with them. I don't need to work his mental. I don't need to work nothing. All I need to do is me and Habib, we just tell him what the game plan is. He'll execute it. And I've always said it time and time again. He's the kind of guy we can change round by round, minute by minute, second by second, and he'll just follow our instructions. I've never known Islam Makhachev not to follow Habib's or my instructions or the other coach, Steve Safula's advice on how he should fight. He is the perfect professional, and he is the guy that deserves to be pound for pound number one. And he is for that very reason.
Islam Makhachev is deep in training, pouring everything into his craft. But Ian Garry's mindset is already locked in, fully, completely ready for this one man.
I believe so. I know I've earned this fight from fighting, but I absolutely know that my online presence has helped funnel fans into the same mindset. Because I've earned it. There's no doubt that I've earned it. I beat the former champion. My reward for winning this fight means my next fight is a guy I already beat on 3 weeks' notice. That's my reward. That's my next opponent. Does that make sense? A guy I already beat.
Makhachev.
After Makhachev, when I beat him, my reward is you have to fight a guy again that you already beat on 3 weeks' notice. I've earned the fight. I went in and I beat him by 3 rounds. Dominated me, couldn't take me down. The whole point of his game was he couldn't take me down. It's a guy who trained with Islam. So afterwards, I dropped this epic, leaving the octagon. There's a video of it, it's great. I dropped this epic, a guy actually handed me in the stand, he had like a massive leprechaun hat. So I took it off him in the stands, put it on my head, and then I was like, Islam, he couldn't stop me, he couldn't take me down, went through this whole kind of, I just dropped an epic promo for the fight. I was like, so it's your job, your duty, show up, fight the best contender in the world, and you're looking at him. Ian Garry, it was wild, it was epic.
Both men have put in the work. Both camps are done. Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry are ready for fight. Now, let's hear what the biggest names in the sport are predicting for this fight.
But when you hear him say, I want to fight Islam Makhachev, who is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world now, no questions about it, because obviously Ilya was in the conversation, but then with him losing to Justin Gaethje, Islam is unchallenged as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. When you hear him say stuff like, I want a 4th round knockout because I don't want anyone to say it was a fluke. I want to dominate him over the course of 4 rounds and then finish him, so that people know that it was a thorough beating, not me catching Islam Makhachev. I love confidence. I love confidence. I love a guy that believes in himself. I love someone that's willing to go out on a limb and call their shot. What I don't understand, though, is sometimes a person is misguided in their thoughts, and when they're misguided in their thoughts, they set themselves up for a very, very bad night or a bad result. I'm not saying Ian Garry cannot beat Islam Makhachev. What I'm saying is you got to take that as it comes. You can't try to say, I want to beat the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world in a certain round because I don't want it to be a fluke. If you win, it does not matter how you win.
Because Islam Makhachev is the GOAT. He's going to take him down. The man's Irish. They don't wrestle in Ireland, for crying out loud. Well, guess what? He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. He's 17-1. He had a very, very close fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ended the fight threatening the rear naked choke. He beat the former champion, Belal Muhammad, that wrestled the life out of Leon Edwards, okay? So this is a real fight. Before you start to think that this is just going to be one-way traffic, I'm telling you, this is going to be a lot tougher than what you think.
I favor Makhachev for sure. I think he's just going to take him down and dictate his pace and put the fight where he wants to fight. He's too strong for that little twig, that little cuck that sits in the corner and watches his wife get dogged out by the nutritionist. So, I got Islam. Islam ain't doing that cuck shit.
At the end of the day, these are just predictions. And this is MMA, where anything can happen inside that octagon. Remember Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje? Remember Sean Strickland versus Khamzat Chimaev? The experts got those wrong too. So, take every prediction with a grain of salt, because the only opinion that truly matters gets written on August 15th, when Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry step into that cage and settle it for real.